missile silos, they range from 3 to 18 miles away from here. So in total there were 150 active missile silos, but they're all inactive, of course. 149 of them were destroyed, imploded. The only one that was semi-preserved is November 33rd, which is highlighted down below.
Oh.
So you can see the top part of the silo. It's a couple miles east of Cooperstown, so it is a self-guided tour. If you choose to, you can just go out there, and there are like panels and signs that tell you. In the personnel's free time, they would typically be in here. Now, the top part of the facility, there were 8 personnel. There was 6. Of their weapon inside the clearing barrel, and then they did a trigger pull to fire off any possible ammunition. And the clearing barrel inside of it is a mixture of sand and concrete, and they're still commonly used today in police stations and other. I don't know what's steel, concrete, and lead. Even though it was 13 tons, one person was able to move it on their own, and it was closed most of the time. And so when the door closes, inside are pins. So when the door is closed, the pins inside the door, they would lock into place in these holes around the door. They used to open the door in the scenario that the door were to be stuck shut. But I've never heard of but the floor would move up and down and side to side. So with the equipment bolted down to the floor, the launch control equipment building, all the stuff in it would stay intact because the floor is moving and all the equipment is attached to the floor.
It's like a door and the thing.
Shock absorbers.
So the underground. Suspended floor, it's kind of an ovular shaped building. So this wall right here behind it, you can't see it from here, but the escape hatch is behind this wall. Walking into the door or on your way out, you can see about like half of the escape hatch, but not too much of it. But to get to the escape hatch in the floor, there's a panel back there where the panel in the floor, I think some have nicknamed him Sven. But on the left side is the sun, and on the right side is a snowflake. It's supposed to be a sunflake, which represents the weather of North Dakota. So, as I mentioned, the missileers, they had 24-hour shifts down here. Behind here, which we'll take a look at, there is a bed. So one person was typically asleep and one person was awake. Whoever was awake was typically on the deputy's console. And, excuse me, they first go to this red lockbox up above right here. And they have the locks on them, so they have their combinations to the locks. They don't know each other's combinations, though. So once these locks are removed, they open the lockbox, and what's inside is an authenticator, which legitimizes that these are the correct orders, and that this is what we need to do to continue the sequence. And also 2 keys. The deputy's key, which is displayed right here and is strapped to this handle, the deputy's key would go into the keyhole of the deputy's console. And there's the commander's key on the strapped and displayed on the commander's console, and that would go in the keyhole of the commander's console. But at that point, the missiles, they wouldn't launch yet. It required 2 votes to launch the missiles. 1 vote was from here, so 2 key turns was 1 vote from here, and then you needed another vote from another surrounding flight. So essentially, so that would be another 2 key turns. So essentially, you needed 4 key turns to launch the missiles, and that's kind of a checks and balance reason. And I think they had to be a little bit more subtle with their political comments, I think, because the site was inspected, so I think that's why they had to be more subtle with their political views. Yeah.
French name, work with that. Nice to meet you. From Fergus?
Cooperstown, North Dakota.
Shouldn't be able to miss it.
This has been welded, see? See the weld?
What, your trunk is open? Oh, disregard. Forget, I see what it is. Okay.
This has been welded shut. This hole from here to the other side there is the door. And it slides and goes on this track
Right. So
when it opens.
So that's the way it opens.
And inside is the rock.
Doors on the side were once flat in?
No, this whole piece, oh no, those 2 pieces on the side stay permanent. No, this whole piece in the triangle like rolls forward to here. And then the hole is open for the missile to fire.